So hi everyone, welcome to Testbert MBA Prep. So in this session, we will look into one more important concept, important topic, which is time and work. If you consider any aptitude exam, it can be CAT, it can be IIFT or any other MBA exam. This is a crucial topic. So first we must understand the concept of it so that we can solve any problem, any sum, irrespective of the difficulty level. So first understand the concept. For instance, if we say a person can complete a piece of work in 6 days. So a person can complete a work in 6 days. How much he is going to complete that in one day? His one day work is 1/6. Now let's look into this in the reverse way. If a person is completing a work, that is, if a person can complete 1/6 of a work in one day, then he can complete the whole work in 6 days. Understood? And we have to learn something called efficiency. What is meant by efficiency? See, let's take the same example. The person can complete the work in 6 days, right? A particular work in 6 days. So his one day work is 1/6 and his efficiency is 16.66%. Always remember, efficiency is calculated, is determined in percentage. So simply remember, if a man can complete a particular task in n days, his one day work will be 1/n and his percentage efficiency will be 1/n into 100, right? Why we are multiplying with 100? Because we have to mention the efficiency of that particular person in percentage. Let's move on to the first question. To complete a work, A takes 50% more time than B. If together they take 18 days to complete the work, how much time shall B take to do it? So here, if we calculate the efficiency of both A and B, see, 50%, A takes 50% more time than B. That means B is more efficient than A, right? The efficiency of B is more than A. For instance, if B completes a task in 2 hours, then A completes that 50% more time than B. So in 3 hours, A will complete the same work, whereas B will complete that one in 2 hours. This is the ratio of time. If we calculate the ratio of efficiency of A and B, it will be 2:3. Why? Because time and efficiency are inversely proportional. If A is more efficient than B, then A will complete the work earlier than B, right? If A is less efficient than B, then A takes more time to complete the same work than B. So ratio of efficiency in this case is 2:3. So what is per day work when A and B work together? It will be, per day work will be 5 units. And here in this question we can see, if together they take 18 days to complete the work. So 18 days into 5, because 5 units is the total work done by A and B in one day. So they are working for 18 days. So the total work is 90 units. But the question is, how much time shall B take to do it? So here we have 3 parts. So 90/3. So 90 is the total work and 3 is the work per day done by B. So when you cancel it, you will get 30 days. 30 days is the answer. So in 30 days, B will complete the work. 39 persons can repair a road in 12 days, working 5 hours a day. In how many days will 30 persons working 6 hours a day complete the same work? So in these types of questions, we have a standard formula, which is P1H1 D1 E1 by P2H2 D2 E2 is equal to work W1 by W2. Here P represents the number of persons in the first case and H represents the number of hours, D is the number of days, E is the efficiency if it is given, and W is the work done, and W is the total work done. So in some cases what happens is the work done won't be given in the question, right? Work done won't be mentioned in the question. In that case, P1 H1 D1 E1 is equal to, so work done won't be given. When work done is not given, there is nothing to take, so this one goes to the other side. So please note this. So here 39 persons repair a road in 12 days, working 5 hours a day, and in second case also 30 persons is given, working 6 hours a day, and we need to find the number of days, right? So here work is not mentioned, so we have to ignore work. So what was our formula? P1 H1 D1 E1 by, so as it is not given, ignore this. Efficiency is not given, so ignore this. So these three are given. What is P1 here? 39. H1, that is number of hours, is 5, and number of days in first case is 12. That will be equal to, what is P2 here? 30 persons in second case. Number of hours is 6 and number of days is not mentioned, so let it be D. So calculate this, you'll get the number of days as 13. So in 13 days that particular task can be completed, right? If 72 men can build a wall of 280 meters length in 21 days, how many men could take 18 days to build a similar type of wall of length 100 meters? So if you observe, the work done is given in this case 280 and 100, right? So here we have number of persons 72 in first case, and in second case we do not have, we must find out them, and in first case we have number of days which are 21 and the work done is 280, and the number of days in second case is 18, whereas the work done in second case is 100. The total work is 100. So what's the formula? So as efficiency is not given, ignore this. Number of hours are also not given, so ignore this, and we are left with P, D and W. So 72 into 21 by, we do not know the number of persons second case, so let it be P, and number of days is 18 is equal to 280 by 100. So calculate this, you will get number of persons as 30, right? A is twice as good as workman as B, and B is twice as good as workman as C. If A and B can together finish a piece of work in 4 days, then C can do it by himself in how many days? See, workman here refers to the efficiency. For instance, here what is given? A, B and C. A is twice as good as workman as B, and B is twice as good as workman as C. So if C can finish a task in 4 days, right, as B is twice as good as workman as C, that means B is twice more efficient than C. B must take 2 days, and here A is twice efficient than B, so deduct 50%. So A must finish in 1 day, but we do not know the number of days here. This is just our assumption. We took this as an example, but here we do not know the number of days, so let it be X. See what is given? A and B can together finish a piece of work in 4 days. So A and B total work, the 1 day work of A and B is, A's 1 day work is X and B's 1 day work is 1 by 2x, right? And they will finish in 1 by 4, right? In 4 days, that means the one per day is 1 by 4. So take the LCM and X will be equal to 6. So A can finish that in 6 days, but our question is to find out C. So C can finish in 4 into 6, that is 24 days. So C can finish the task himself in 24 days. 15 men can type 3240 pages in 6 days, working 2 hours per day. How many men would be required to type 5400 pages, working 4 hours per day for 3 days? So the same formula we applied in previous problems. I'm directly applying this. So in first case, P1 number of persons are 15, and number of hours are 2, and number of days are 6. By in the second case, we have number of persons, we do not know that, and we have number of days as 3 and number of hours as 4, right? So the first work done, the total work is 3240. In second case, the total work is 5400. So we must calculate P. Calculate this, you'll get P as 25. So the total number of persons required is 25. Total men required are 25. So now we shall look into the concept of fraction of work. See, suppose if I say Y completes a piece of work in, let's say, 20 days. So in how many days 2/5 of the work will be completed by Y? So if Y is completing a work in 20 days, then he will finish 2/5 of that work in 8 days, right? So to calculate this, we can directly multiply the fraction with the number of days. This is case 1. Whereas if we consider case 2, if we say 2/5 work can be completed by Y in 10 days, then calculate in how many days one work can be completed. That means in how many days the complete work can be completed, right? So 2/5 work can be completed in 10 days. So the complete work can be completed in 25 days. Understood? So we can directly move this to the other side to calculate complete work. So observe the difference between case 1 and case 2. In case 1, we directly multiplied the part of the work with the total number of days, whereas in case 2, where we were given the part of the work and its number of days. Now we have to find out the total work that can be finished in the number of days, right? So we need to find out the number of days in which total work can be finished. In this case, we consider the total work and we move this fraction on the other side. So here P can complete 1/4 of work in 10 days, Q can complete 40% of the same work in 15 days, R completes 1/3 of the work in 13 days, and S completes 1/6 of the work in 7 days. Who will be able to complete the work first? Let's take the case of P. P completes 1/4 of the work in 10 days, right? So complete total work can be completed by P in 40 days. In 40 days, the total work can be completed by P. Let's take case number 2, that is R. R completes 1/3 of the work in 13 days, and total work that is completed by R is in 39 days. R can complete the work. And if we consider case 3, that is Q. Q completes 40% of the work, same work, in 15 days. So 40% means, what is the fraction equivalent? 2/5. So 2/5 of the work in 15 days. So one complete work will be finished in 37 1/7 days. And consider the last case. Yes, can finish 1/6 of the work. 1/6 of the work in 7 days. So one complete work can be finished by S in 42 days. But our question is, who will be able to complete the work first? If you observe here, Q takes the least number of days to finish the same work, right? To finish the work. So Q will be able to complete the work first. So A does 7/10 part of work in 15 days. After that, he completes the remaining work in 4 days with the help of B. in how many days will A and B together do the same work? So if we assume the total work to be 1, A does 7 by 10th part of work in 15 days. So the remaining work will be, what is the remaining work? 3 by 10. This is the remaining work, and A completes with the help of B. So A and B are completing this remaining work in how many days? In 4 days, right? We need to find in how many days they can do the same work. Okay, so the remaining work is completed by A and B in 4 days. So A plus B is equal to 4 into 10 by 3, and let me write it here. A plus B, so A and B can complete in 40 by 3 days. If we change it into mixed fraction, it will be 13 1 by 3 days, right? So by working together, they can complete the same work in 13 1 by 3 days. 3 persons undertake to complete a piece of work for rupees 1200. The first person can complete the work in 8 days, second person in 12 days, and the third person in 16 days. They complete the work with the help of a fourth person in 3 days. And what does the fourth person get? See, as we observe here, the first person can complete in 8 days, right? So let's say A, B, C and D are 4 persons. A can complete the task in 8 days. So the 1 day work of A is 1 by 8. And what is the 1 day work of B? It is 1 by 12. 1 day work of C is 1 by 16, and we do not know about D. And one more information is given. They complete the work with the help of a fourth person in 3 days. All this can complete if all this work together. The work will be completed in 3 days. That means the 1 day work will be 1 by 3. So 1 day work of A is 1 by 8. Just substitute the values. 1 by 12, 1 by 16, and we did not know about D. So D will be equal to 1 by 16, and take LCM, and you will get D as 1 by 16. That means D's 1 day work is 1 by 16, right? So 1 day works ratio of A, B, C and D is 1 by 8 is to 1 by 12 is to 1 by 16 is to 1 by 16. So if we take LCM, we'll get 48, and 6 is to 4 is to 3, and this one will be 3. So the ratio is 6 is to 4 is to 3 is to 3. But we need to find how much the fourth person gets the amount. So fourth person's part is 3. So 3 by total parts, it will be 16 into the amount is 1200. So D gets 225 rupees. Now we move on to the concept something called work and wages. We know these two are directly proportional to each other. If work done is more, then the wage that one person must get will also be more. If a person does less work, then he would get less wage, right? So here a boy and a man received rupees 800 as wages for 5 days for the work they did together. The man's efficiency in the work was 3 times that of the boy. What are the daily wages of the boy? So and boy worked together for 5 days, and they earned, how much did they earn? They earned 800 rupees. And it's also given that the efficiency of man is thrice that of boy. So efficiency of man and boy is 3:1. So how did we get this? 3:1 is in terms of work, right? We calculated this in terms of work. That means if the boy completes 1 unit of work in a specific time, then the man completes 3 units of the work in that specific time, the same time. Whereas if we calculate the ratio in terms of number of days, that the ratio of efficiency of man and boy in number of days will be 1:3. Why? Because here if you observe, man's efficiency is 3 times that of boy. That means if the boy completes a task in 3 days, the man completes in 1 day. So this is the ratio in terms of days, and this is the ratio in terms of work. So don't confuse with these two. Think about these two, you will get that clarity between the difference between these two, right? So 3:1 is the ratio, and we must find the daily wage of the boy. So the boy is 1 by total parts 4 into total wage is 800, that will be equal to 200. 200 is the total wage for the boy, but here we must find the daily wage for boy. So this is the total wage for the boy. So daily wage means for how many days did he work? He worked for 5 days. So divide it with 5, we'll get 40 rupees as the daily wage for the boy. If 8 men or 12 boys can do a piece of work in 16 days, the number of days required to complete the work by 20 men and 6 boys. See, this is observe here, 8 men or 12 boys, not 8 men and 12 boys, right? So the work done by 8 men is as same as the work done by 12 boys. So 8 men take 16 days to complete a piece of work, whereas 12 boys also take 16. But we need to find how many days are required to complete the same work by 20 men and 6 boys. So in these types of problems, what we do is we first calculate the 1 day work for men as well as the boys, right? And we substitute that here. So let's do it. So 1 day work of 8 men is 1 by 16, and total 1 day work is 1 by 16 into 8. So don't multiply here because this will become a lengthy procedure if we multiply now. So in the same way, the 1 day work, the work done per day in case of boys is 1 by 16. So 1 by 16 into 12. Here we have 20 men and 6 boys. We need to find that. So 20 men and 6 boys. We do not know the number of days, so let it be x. We must find the number of days that are required. So 20 into, just substitute this, 1 by 16 into 8 plus 6 into, substitute the value of boys, 1 by 16 into 12, and cancel this. You will get x will be equal to 5.3 days, that is x will be equal to 5 1 by 3 days. So 20 men and 6 boys require 5 1 by 3 days to complete the work. One man started a project on the first day. One man joins on each day starting from the second day. The project will be completed in exactly 20 days. Instead, if a team of 7 men worked regularly, the work will be completed exactly in n days. What is n? Okay. See, just understand the question. Here one man first he's starting a project on the first day, and one man joins on each day starting from second day. So first day one man is doing, and second day one man is joining this man, and on third day one more man joins, right? So on fourth day the total number of persons will be 4, on fifth day the total number of persons will be 5. So it will be in arithmetic progression. If you observe, the difference between any two values is same, is 1, right? So it is an arithmetic progression, and the project will be completed in exactly 20 days. So till 20 days a new person is being added each day, right? So for these problems there is one way to solve by using the formula for the arithmetic progression, which is the sum of the number of terms is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into the common difference. Here n is the number of terms, right? The number of terms. A is the first term in the series and d is the common difference. We will apply this now. If you observe here, in this case the sum of n terms is equal to, what is n? N is the total number of terms. So here how many are there? From 1 to 20. So 20 terms, 20 are the total number of terms. What is the first term here? First term is 1. So 2 into 1 plus, what is n? N is again the total number of terms minus 1 into the difference. What is the common difference here? 1, 2, 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Common difference between any two terms is 1, right? So calculate this. 10 into 2 plus 19, this will be equal to 210. What is this 210? This is the total work. But what is the question here? Instead, if a team of 7 men work regularly, right? If this work is completed by 7 men, then how many days will they take to complete this? So total work is 210. This is completed by 7 men. So how many days will they take? 210 by 7, that is 30 days. So 7 men can complete the whole work in 30 days. Understood? So if you remember this formula, you can apply this in these arithmetic progression questions, right? The time and work problems that are based on arithmetic progression can be solved by using this single formula, right? So if 6 men and 8 boys can do a piece of work in 10 days and 26 men and 48 boys can do the same work in 2 days, then the time taken by 15 men and 20 boys to do the same type of work will be. We solved this kind of model previously. So there we calculated the value of 1 man and the value of 1 boy, and we substituted that here, right? So in the same way we will calculate now. So 6 men and 8 boys can do it in 10 days, whereas 26 men and 48 boys can do the same task in 2 days. So what is 1 day work? 1 day work of 6 men and 8 boys is 1 by 10, and 1 day work of 26 men and 48 boys is 1 by 2. If we observe, if we multiply this with 6, right? If we multiply this with 6, then we can cancel 48 and 48, right? So multiply that. So we'll get, these two will be cancelled after multiplication, and we'll get 10 men is equal to 6 minus 5 by 10, and m will be equal to 1 by 100. Okay. So if we want to calculate the value of b, just substitute this in any one of the equations. So 6 8b is equal to 1 by 10, and calculate this, you will get b will be equal to 1 by 200. Now we know the values of m and b. Substitute here. We need to find out the total time taken by 15 men and 20 boys. So 15 into 1 by 100 plus 20 into 1 by 200 will be x. We do not know the number of days, so let it be x. And now take LCM. So 100, and here we will get 15 plus 10, so x will be equal to 4 days, right? So this will be equal to 1 by 4, and so the total number of days will be 4, right? A, B and C together earn rupees 150 per day, while A and C together earn rupees 94 and B and C together earn 76. The daily earnings of C is. See what is given. A, B and C can earn 150 rupees per day. So they together earn 150 rupees. It's also given that A and C together earn 94 rupees, whereas B and C together earn 76 rupees. We must find the value of the earnings of C. So the earnings of C will be, traditional. We can follow the traditional method to calculate the value of C here, but traditional method in this case is not advisable. So we have a shortcut method to calculate the answer for these kind of problems. Here we have three cases, A, B and C. It can be 4, it can be any number of persons, but this method can be calculated. This method can be used to calculate any type of problem like this, right? So we can say that C's share is A plus C plus B plus C, right? But here we must calculate the value of C. We must eliminate the value of A, the value of B and any one of the values of C. Here we have 2 times, C is repeated twice, so eliminate one value of C. So eliminate A, eliminate B and eliminate C. So A plus C we know value is 94 plus B plus C we know value is 76 and the value of A plus B plus C. So the value of A plus B plus C is 150, right? So 94 plus 76 minus 150, this will be equal to 20. So the share of C is rupees 20, right? If we had one more person, let's say we had D, then what shall we do? We must eliminate D here, right? So we must put these, we must frame these equations here and we must eliminate the miscellaneous part, the extra parts, right? Extra members. So this is one more model. A and B together can complete a work in 3 days. They started together, but after 2 days B left the work. If the work is completed after 2 more days, B alone could do the work in how many days? See here, A and B together can complete a work in 3 days. They started together, but B left the work after 2 more days. B alone could do the work in how many days? So after 2 more days, B left, right? That means A and B worked for 2 days. After second day, B left. And if the work is completed after 2 more days, B alone could do the work in how many days? So the remaining work is completed in 2 days, but B is not there. A completed the work in 2 days. Understood? In the first case, they together started the work and they continued the work for the first 2 days. After that, B left and A continued the work for 2 more days. And the total work is, let the total work be 1. So 2A plus 2B plus 2A will be 1. Here if you observe, A and B together can complete a work in 3 days, right? So A and B together complete the work in 3 days. So 1 day work is 1 by 3. So A will be equal to 1 by 3 minus B. We can substitute this value here, which is 4 into 1 by 3 minus B plus 2B is equal to 1, and 4 by 3 minus 1 is equal to 2B. So take the LCM, we will get B as 1 by 6. That means B alone can do in 6 days. Rather than following traditional method, we can follow this method. This is like a shortcut method, but it's a standard shortcut. It can be applied in any case. If you observe the problems, if here AB is given, even if more than 2 persons are given, this can be applied. The main point here is we must figure out this equation. We must frame this equation. If we frame this, the remaining everything is calculation part, right? So this is IIFT 2017 का क्वेश्चन. Somesh, Tarun and Nikhil can complete a work separately in 45, 60 and 75 days. They started the work together, but Nikhil left 5 days after the start and Somesh before the completion of the work. Okay. So in how many days will the work be completed? So this is like the previous model. So we can apply the same thing here. The 1 day work of Somesh is 1 by 45, right? And the 1 day work of Tarun is 1 by 60, whereas the 1 day work of Nikhil is 1 by 75. But if we observe here, they started the work together, but Nikhil left 5 days after the start. Where is Nikhil? This is Somesh, Tarun and Nikhil. Nikhil left 5 days after the start. That means he worked for only 5 days, right? He worked for only 5 days. And Somesh left 2 days before the completion of the work, right? So if the work is done in X days, then Somesh left 2 days before the completion of the work. That means X minus 2. And what about Tarun? Tarun worked right from the first day till the last day, till the completion of the work. So he worked for all the X days. So the total work will be 1. So take LCM. So this will be 900 and 20x minus 40 plus 15x plus 60. So this will be equal to 1. So 35x will be equal to 880 and x will be equal to 25.14. So in 25.14 days, the work will be completed. See, this session is all about the concept building as well as solving different models, so that even if you attempt the SNAP exam, the CMAT or IIFT, all the non-CAT exams except ZAT, this session will definitely help you. And for CAT and ZAT, this session acts as a concept session, right? A basic session. With our practice sessions and the concept sessions, and by taking mocks, you can definitely attempt the CAT, ZAT exams. So Akhil can do a piece of work in 25 days and Abhi can finish it in 20 days. They work together for 5 days and then Akhil goes away. In how many days will Abhi finish the remaining work? So let's frame the equation. Akhil and Abhi worked together for 5 days, right? They worked together for 5 days. And after that, Akhil goes away and the remaining work is done by Abhi. So Abhi does the remaining work. So if we assume the total work to be X, the remaining work to be X, then it will be X into Abhi and this will be equal to 1. So what is 1 day work of Akhil? Akhil can finish in 25 days. So the 1 day work is 1 by 25. 1 day work of Abhi is 1 by 20. Plus the 1 day work of Abhi is 1 by 20 into X, that will be equal to 1. So take LCM and we will get X by 20 will be equal to 11 by 20 and X will be equal to 11 days. That means in 11 days, Abhi can finish the remaining work. So framing this equation is the crux of solving these type of models. So in the next session, we will discuss about the pipes and cisterns. So there is a correlation between the time and work and pipes and cisterns. Unless you understand this, you may not understand that. So keep revising this, practice more problems, and in the advanced sessions of arithmetic, we will solve difficult level questions right from percentages to time, speed and distance, right? Thank you very much and all the very best.